Hey, what's going on? It's Bill Burr, and it's time for the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast, and I'm just checking in on you. How are you? How's your week going? Oh, back to the grind. Huh? Back to the fucking grind. You too? Oh, yeah? How was your time off? You have a nice holiday? Did you? Oh, yeah? How old is she now? Really? Can I jerk off to her yet? Just kidding. I'll see you at break. All right. Huh? You having those fucking conversations? Oh, the holidays are over, and it's back to the grind. Sitting in traffic going to your cubicle. I think I'm going to kill my boss if I don't drive into the wall. I actually had a fucking panic attack, not a semi-panic attack, sort of like I fucking nosedived into a bit of a depression yesterday, just thinking, another fucking year. Here we go again. Here we fucking go again.
We have a mechanical problem with the aircraft. We're just going to pull over here on the tarmac. We have a landing light that is inoperable at this moment. We're going to sit tight here and wait till the mechanics come out here, which I do not have a estimated time on at this point. But when we do get some more information, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. And until then, once again, we apologize for the delay and just trying to sit back and relax as best you can. I'm going to try to keep the air on. Apologize if it gets a little hot back there.
Another fucking year of that. Another fucking year of that. The shows are great. It's the getting to the shows. Oh, God, people taking their fucking shoes. Look, if you take your shoes off and you have socks on, I fucking get it, all right? Just don't rub your feet together. I've talked about it before, Mac. Just can you not rub your fucking feet together? Foot. It fucking drives me nuts. I just want to punch the back of the fucking chair. Anyways, what is going on with me? I'm going to be on the Colin Cowherd show today, hyping F is for Family. I'm going into Netflix today, and we're going to do our little song and dance and pitch them our season arc for season 2, basically. That's what you do. After you do the first one, they go, hey, yeah, we're pretty good. But now where are you going to go? Where are you going to go with it now? And then you got to get in there. Yada, da, 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 woo, doo, 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 doo. He does this. She does that. Give us some more fucking money, please. And then they go, we'll think about it. Then everybody walks out going, I think that went good. You think it went good? I think it went good. I don't know. We're here. When should we hear? Tuesday. Wednesday at the latest.
We want to thank everybody for flying the friendly skies here today. Fortunately, we're dealing with a little bit of weather in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. We're number 72 in line. Unfortunately, there's really nothing we can do here. Be patient. We're going to try to make up some time when we're in the air. We're going to try to fly a little faster. Burn a little more fuel. We're going to try to put our own hole in the ozone layer. You know what I'm saying? Another year of that.
But you know what else? Sometimes, I don't know. Every once in a while, I just fucking drive down the street. And I just see a homeless guy laying on the sidewalk sleeping. And as much as uncomfortable as it is, you just look and just like, I would fucking love to do that right now. Just pull over and lay down on the ground and take a fucking nap. Now, I don't want to live outside. And granted, I know that homeless guy is sleeping during the day because at night, that's when the people come up out of the sewer drains, like in fucking Escape from New York, because they have to feed. So when you're homeless, you got to be up at night. A lot of people are just bum, taking a nap in the middle of the fucking afternoon. That's because at night, right? He's having like a fucking, a 2x4 fight. Fighting off. Get away from my box! Yeah! Right? He's dealing with that shit. So, but I like the nap part of it. I'm actually looking at the homeless guy's life the way a woman looks at a man's life. Like, I want to do that. I don't want to pay the price for it, but I'd like that in my life. Equal rights. Oh, I am in a fucking mood. All right. I go on Facebook because I'm an old white guy. I love the Facebook. I absolutely love it. I didn't give a fuck that even if I delete my account, they never delete it. Because of that creepy cunt who I judge by the actor who played him. I don't even know what the real Zuckerberg looks like. Is that his name? Oh, I fucked up the other day. I said Lamar Lundy instead of Lamar Hunt. He was the original owner of the Dallas Texans. Lamar Lundy was part of the Fearsome Foursome. And what's funny is that's the fucking name I can never remember. You know? When they go name the Fearsome Foursome, I'm always like, all right, Rosie Greer, Merlin Olsen, Deacon Jones, and Lamar Lundy's like the bass player in a huge band, right? You can never name the bass player, you know? Unless they're like one of those frontman bass players like Steve Harris, you know? Billy Sheenan, you know, back in the day. John Entwistle. You know? Or they play in a trio. Because then you only have to remember 3 names. But if they play in a band of 4 or more people, you just can never remember the bass player's name. You know? Lamar Lundy is that. All right. What's the front floor for the Steelers? I don't think I can name that. It was Mean Joe Green, L.C. Greenwood, Dwight White, and the bass player. What the fuck was his name? It's a great name, too. Oh, that's a fucking shame. I'm going to have to look that up. I have to look that up. Like, you can't disrespect the fucking 70 Steelers. They went 4-0 in titles. You can't disrespect a team, you know, whose fan base... I'm not going to get into it. All right, here we go. Steelers, front 4. There's a bunch of people in fucking... There's a bunch of people in Pittsburgh right now screaming at their fucking... The Steel Curtain. Who were they? The Steel Curtain. Yada, 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 yada. Mean Joe Green. LC. Ernie fucking Holmes. What a great name. Ernie Holmes. Who's coming down tonight? Ernie Holmes. You know he's going to be at least 6'5". Anyways... There aren't any man's names left anymore, do they? This is coming from a guy named Bill. Won't you come home, Bill Bailey? Let's go back here. What did I want? Oh, here's what I wanted to talk about. The Los Angeles Rams, the St. Louis Rams / Los Angeles Rams / Cleveland Rams. Huh? / Cleveland Rams. They're coming back. They're coming back. I'm so psyched that they're coming back. I'm so psyched that it was the Rams and not the Chargers or the Raiders. There it is. I'm so fucking excited. Okay? LA does not need the Chargers or there it is. We don't need them. Stay away. Okay? LA needs the Rams. Blue and yellow. The Rams. The Los Angeles Rams. That's what they need. They don't need the fucking... They don't need to bring the Raiders back. If you bring the Raiders back, the city of Los Angeles, if you bring the Raiders back, you're basically signing off on the fact that someone's going to get stabbed or shot. It's a fact. Just watch the 30 for 30 on the fucking Los Angeles Rams, the one that Ice Cube narrates. The way he's talking and all that shit, it's actually inadvertently like hilarious. It's just the level of like, LA doesn't need it. You don't fucking need it. Somebody's gonna like they can't handle. They can't handle those colors. They can't handle the pirate on the side of the. Keep it in fucking Oakland where people just dress up like it's gonna be a musical. And even then, somebody got shot at a fucking 49ers Raiders like a pregame thing. You don't need it. You know, it's funny. Everybody always talks about the Philly fans and how East Coast fans, Yankees, Red Sox. It's nothing compared to out here. People die out here. Guy went to a fucking Dodgers game with this kid and had on a Giants jersey, and he has brain damage for the rest of his fucking life because this fucking two guys jumped him while his kid sat there and watched. That was at a fucking baseball game. The Rams. That's it. Hi, we're the Rams. Perfect. You don't need the autumn wind was a raider. You don't need to bring that to the Inland Empire. You don't need to do that. I'm telling you. And I'm basing Charger fans on the one fucking Charger game that I fucking went to. And me and Lawhead almost got into a fight when we were there. And I was rooting for the Chargers. I just had a Patriots hat on. It was an old school Patriots hat. It was all fucking beat up. They were playing the fucking Colts. I'm cheering the Chargers. That alone. I mean, I expected to get a little bit of shit, right? A little bit of shit. But to get to the point that it's going to be a physical confrontation and somebody dumps a beer on you and that type of shit. Oh, my bad, but they did it on purpose. Like, yeah, fuck that. Keep those fucking animals where they're at. Keep them where they're at. Like, just, keep the Rocky Horror Picture Show in the end zone. Keep that up in fucking Oakland. Plus, it's the Oakland Raiders. That's their fucking team. I'm kind of I inadvertently giving Oakland shit. I don't mean to do that. It's the Oakland Raiders. All right? They came down here before. They tried to make it in Hollywood. They couldn't. They got a couple of guest stars on The Fall Guy. Then they did an episode of Full House, and then it just sort of dried up for them. And then they put their tail between their legs. They went back home. They took over their dad's business. I don't understand, why are they coming back? And why everybody all at once? All of a sudden, everybody wants to come here. We've been sitting here for 20 fucking years without a team. Now all of a sudden, everybody wants to come back. The Rams should come back. They're Los Angeles' team. All right? Now, I know the Chargers started here in L.A., like their first year or two in the AFL. But, keep them down in San Diego. San Diego. You know what I understand about San Diego? San Diego is a great place. It's one of the most mellow, great places. When you go down there, you're like, this is everything that L.A. should be. It's chill. It's fucking relaxed. You got the weather. This is great. It's not the grind of L.A. That's what San Diego feels like when I go down there. I fucking love it. But then, for whatever fucking reason, you go to a sporting event, and these people turn into fucking maniacs. Not at Padre games, just at Charger games. They're fucking animals. I don't know. Maybe if they built them a nicer stadium and then they gave them a mascot. I have no idea. But I do think it's really fucked up that, the Raiders are going to leave because, and the Chargers are going to leave, and St. Louis is leaving basically because they don't like their stadiums and they're throwing a fucking temper tantrum. The NFL is so fucked up, man. It's sports in general that they do that to people. It's like, dude, it's your league. It's your fucking business. You know what I mean? You don't like your fucking place of work, build another one. I don't know. There's no way to organize people to get them to stand up to owners, right? Like, I remember hearing when I was working in Indianapolis. In Indianapolis, they played at the Hoosier Dome or whatever. When they were building that Lucas oil field, this taxi driver, when I was there, was telling me that the city, they weren't even done paying off the RCA Dome or whatever the fuck they called it. They weren't even done paying that off, and then they had this fucking thing. If you've never been to Indianapolis, I don't know if the Hoosier Dome, RCA Dome, whatever the fuck it was called, if that's still standing. But when they were fucking building Lucas Oil Field and it was right next to the old one, which I believe is torn down, you could fit like two of those inside the new one and stack two on top of each other. The size of this fucking new one. I can only imagine how much taxpayers have to pay for that shit. And it's fucking stupid. The whole thing's fucking stupid. I really believe that once you make a stadium, that should be a stadium, and you just keep fixing the fucking thing up. The way I'm fixing up my shithole of a house. Sorry. I just discovered something else that was fucked up with my house. But you know what? Right now, the stubborn German-Irish guy in me, I'm just like, you know what? Bring it. I'll sink every fucking dime I have into this goddamn taking on water shithole of a boat. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Like, I'm having somebody come over today to look at my garage, and somebody built off of my office here. They built this closet, and they extended this room itself. And I don't know whose friend of a friend built this fucking thing, but it literally sits right above my garage, and on these two wooden, like, I don't even know what the terminology is. They're not 2x4s. Was it 4x6s? Whatever. It's wood, and that's always bothered me. And then down, all right, I talked about this in the last podcast, but beneath that is my garage, and in my garage, right underneath that wood, is a steel beam that goes across the garage. There's a steel beam going down one side and not on the other because there's a window there. So they said, well, forget supporting the entire fucking structure. Let's put a window here so I can look at my neighbor's house that's fucking 6 inches away. Yeah, one of the first things I did when I bought the house is I put a shade up and pulled it down, and I've never brought it back up again until the other day when the guy looked. So anyways, I think when you get like a stadium, like just fix the fucking thing up. Just fix it up. And keep fixing the fucking thing up. And that's it. What do you do? Have you ever gotten tickets into a luxury box? It sucks. It sucks. The food sucks. You're 9 million miles away from the game. Now the upper deck is further away from the game. It fucking blows. I wish you guys, you young people out there, I wish back in the day you could have gone to like the Boston Garden, Maple Leaf Garden. I mean, I never went to a game there. I took a tour of the place, but I'll just go with the ones that I went to. The old fucking Boston Garden, dude, you were on top of the fucking game. It was like Thunderdome. When you were in the upper deck of those fucking stadiums, dude, you literally felt like if you leaned too far forward, you were going to fall down and you would hit the ice. That's how steep it was. But now they're like, the fire code and, to get the fucking elephants out, it's got to be fucking more chill, a relaxed grade. I don't know. I'm not into it. But I'm psyched that the Rams are back. I feel like the Rams should be there. I feel like San Diego should be in San Diego. I feel like Oakland should be in Oakland, like the way it was when I was a kid. And that's it. And I know I was kind of fucking rough on fucking LA fans, but it's true. Anaheim. I went down to Anaheim one time. We were cheering on the Red Sox. We had on our Red Sox shit, but we weren't cunts about it. I used to wear Red Sox stuff into Yankee Stadium, and people would break my balls, chant some shit, and point at me. When I laughed it off and they saw that I was a good shit or whatever, then they would just, hey, well, how long you down here in New York? Oh, I live down here. Oh, really? But blah, 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 blah. And then they'd score and they'd fucking laugh at me and give me shit or whatever. And, and if we scored and won the game, I wouldn't fucking point at him and stuff. I wasn't a dick. All right? Because this is my thing. If you go to a stadium with the other jersey, you got to expect to get some shit. All right? But, like, once you demonstrate that you're not going to be a fucking obnoxious ass, people should leave you alone. You know what I mean? You're just making a road trip. You're showing the other stadium respect that you wanted to come and see it, and that should be the fucking end of it. And that was my experience when I was living in New York. I came out here, and it's just like, no, I'm going to stab you in the fucking neck. So, well, actually, I'm always bitching about the population problems. You know what? Fuck all that. Fuck the last 18 minutes of this podcast. Bring the Raiders. Bring them down here. Maybe some people will fucking die and there'll be a couple less people procreating. Bill, did you really have to take it to there? Yeah, I think I did. All right. You know what that kind of reminds me of, though, is these fucking people who are baiting Trump supporters. Now, I'm not going to, get into politics here, but, you got to call a spade here. I mean, those people are mouth-breathing morons. And Trump is up there not saying anything and getting them to go absolutely fucking nuts. And it's actually, it's like watching a movie where they're kind of warning you about, I don't know. When I watch Trump and I listen to what he says, it reminds me of like some couple of Hollywood movies that I've seen. And the person running for office is just so over the top and ridiculous. It just reminds you that you're watching a movie and just like, why did they go that far? If they just fucking dialed it back a little bit, this could be a little more believable, and you'd have a much better movie. And then along came Trump, and I owe all of those movies an apology, but I do have to say this: the fucking nerds who went to one of the latest Trump rallies and had a sign, Obama's a good president, this country already is great, but you just went in there, you You went in there to pick a fight. And then they videotaped it. And when they tore up your signs, which you knew they were going to do, you get to be like, Trump supporters have hit a new low. I guess the reason why they're doing that right now, which is really what that is basically entrapment. That's like they throw drugs at your feet. Oh, what's that? No, that's actually not so. What if like some smoking hot chick, you just walk up to some fatty and she's just like, hey, you want me to suck your dick? Give me $20. And he's like, okay, let me finish this muffin. And the cops just come in. You can't fucking do that. You can't tempt somebody like that. And I feel like that's kind of what they did with them. But having said all that, yeah. That Trump thing stopped being funny like a good 4 to 6 months ago. And it's just like, wait a minute, is this guy going to get the nomination? You know? All I'm begging for is just give me 2 reasonable human beings. 2 sane, reasonable human beings. You know what I mean? That you know, on either fucking side, and then give me that third fucking option. Just be fucking reasonable. Don't walk around, I'm going to bomb the shit out of somebody. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's always the guys who don't have to go over there and do it. Oh, you know, I'm the tough guy behind the fucking desk. I don't know. I can't believe nobody slapped that wig off yet, you know? All right, let's plow ahead. As somebody who's trying to keep up with both hockey and basketball, this is what ends up happening. You just end up watching your own teams and you don't know what the rest of the league is doing. And that's what's going on with me. Because I used to check in with the Dallas Stars and the Blackhawks and the LA Kings. Just teams I really like watching. And I haven't had a chance to. So I've just been watching the Bruins fucking lose on this road trip. We lost to Jersey. Then we lost to... fuck did we lose? No, we beat Jersey, right? We beat Jersey, and we've lost 3 in a row. We lost to the Flyers, the Rangers, and Ottawa. I will say Ottawa was the most enjoyable loss because it's my belief that the best thing in sports right now is 3-on-3 overtime hockey. Even if you everybody who bitches about hockey, this is the hockey you want to see. No fights, racing up and down the ice, and someone's basically going to score within 5 fucking minutes. You love it. I don't know if there's any YouTube videos. You could watch the whole fucking overtime. The Ottawa Bruins overtime. It was. We lost, and I almost stood up and applauded. It was that fucking enjoyable to see. It was incredible. It's almost when you watch it, you're like, you know what? Maybe there's too many people playing professional hockey. I don't want to take anybody's job, but if it was 3-on-3 from the get-go, Jesus Christ, the whole fucking game. You know what would happen? Somebody would die. The cardio would just be off the fucking... Has anybody interviewed a NHL player yet to say, like, what is it like? What's it like to take a shift during, like, 3-on-3 overtime versus when it's 5-on-5? Not including the goaltenders, okay, for all you fucking number nerds out there. Like, what is that like? Are you more winded? Is there an unbelievable freedom because you don't have to worry about getting checked? It's got to be fucking incredible. Feeling like you're playing pond hockey. Anyways, and then the fucking Celtics, they finally won last night. Of course, I missed the goddamn game. I just saw them fucking lost to the Knicks. Dude, that Porzingis guy, holy fuck. He's like a 10-foot Larry Bird. He was looking like that in the first quarter. This guy was just hitting 1 3 after another. And then he took one shot, 3-point shot. This guy's like 7'2" or 3 or something. He took a 3-pointer from like, fuck, it looked like he was like 8 feet behind the arc. And it just went whoosh. And what's funny is with each 3 that he hit, the fucking noises that the crowd was making, like basically, this is the guy. I think this is the guy. Like he'd hit one, they cheer, but you'd hear like underneath the cheer, you hear, oh. Then he hits the second, oh. And then the third one, oh. Like freaking the fuck out. And you can tell Melo loves fucking playing with them. They're passing to each other. It was fucking great. So I'm sitting there watching it going like, all right, if we're going to lose these guys, at least I get to watch, you know, the older star having fun with the new kid. You know, it was just really fun to watch the two of them playing. And Jesus Christ, God help the league if they get a fucking point guard, huh? Well, not the whole league, but I mean, they could fuck with the Cavaliers, couldn't they? Maybe. I don't know shit about hoop. I'm going to shut up. But I enjoyed watching them play, and everything's going great. And I go, all right, so you know what? I'm going to watch the rest of this fucking game, and who knows? Maybe I'll watch one of these guys put up 40, right? Who knows? And then all of a sudden, it all went to shit. Melo's backing up the fucking court. The ref's standing there. He steps on the ref's foot. He turns his fucking ankle, and then that's it. It's fucking it. He tried coming back out after the half, and then he just said, fuck it. Left. I'm out. I dropped my fucking 20 for the evening. I'll see you. And he fucking leaves. I saw the other night he's still not fucking playing because he stepped on the ref's foot. So he fucking leaves. So I'm like, all right, let's see if the kid can lead the team here. And then next thing you know, he's got like 5 fucking fouls, and he's sitting down. And this is funny. This funny thing is we still lost the goddamn game. I actually love the Celtics. They're young and everything, but they love scoring like 35 in the first quarter, you know, and going up by 10, 12, 19. I watched them lose to Memphis. They're having a 19-point fucking lead, and I don't know. I still like them. If they could just fucking hang onto a goddamn lead, I could enjoy it a little bit more. But by the way, so last night they were playing the Pacers, and one of the most fucked up things ever, I was sitting there looking at the Pacers wearing these uniforms. I'm like, where do I know those uniforms from? And I looked it up online. They were wearing the uniforms, the same uniforms that they wear in that movie Hoosiers, right? Am I correct in assuming that? Let me look this up before I make fun of them for actually doing that. Hoosiers movie. Images. It's all going to be Gene Hackman's face, right? Yeah, they were wearing those things. Do you realize how fucked up that is? Hey, black guys, why don't you put on these uniforms that white people used to wear when you weren't allowed to play? The second I saw it, I said, wait, are those are fucking... When it was fucking Whitey versus Whitey? The all-white days, right? Look at the picture. Here's the picture of the fucking team in black and white that they were doing. All right, number 43, white. Number 15, white. Number 53, white. 25, white. 13, white. 12, white. 14, white. The other guy can't read his number. They're all white. Whitey! Why would you have them wear those? When are you going to have the color barrier broken uniforms one day this year? I don't know. It seemed like an odd fucking choice to me. However, Indiana has such a weird fucking, that's such a weird fucking state. You know, it's really just like, you know, just, golly gee, shucks, white people / astoundingly racist. You know, like as much shit as Boston. Like the only places that get shit for being racist, basically, it's the South and Boston, Massachusetts. And having been on the road, I don't know how fucking long.
As you kept speaking,
there's no. The worst is when when you're still at the gate, they're just like, attention everybody on American Airlines flight 1976 to Albuquerque. We're still waiting for our flight crew to show up. So it's probably going to be another 40 minutes if you'd like to get something to eat, but don't wander too far. That shit. I don't even know why I just went into that. I don't even fucking remember. You know what? And I've been doing this long enough to just say fuck that idea. I'm just gonna continue on. All right. So we got Patriots versus the Chiefs this weekend in playoffs football. Playoffs. And I think that we could possibly win that game by the skin of our teeth. It all depends on who comes back. But if we do not have an offensive line, then our goose is cooked. Because our starting running back, who I can't even remember his fucking name, he's been out for so long. I really need to just pick a sport. You can't fucking watch them all. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm watching the Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics, and I don't even know anybody's fucking name anymore. I used to know the fucking lines of the Bruins. I don't even know. I'm just sitting there. You know what it is? This is my fucking. I don't know what the psychological term is. It's like, I'm gonna watch the Bruins. Watch all the Bruins games. Watch all the Bruins games, and then Verzi comes. I'll get the basketball. I'll watch all the Celtics. I'll watch all the Bruins. I'm just fucking sitting here. binge watching this shit like a maniac. I think I need to step back for a second and get my priorities in order and realize that the Patriots are in the fucking playoffs and the Bruins and Celtics are still in the regular season. I ought to just be paying attention to the Patriots, right? But I don't know. I think it's Seattle's. I think Seattle, they had their fucking little, you know, when you win a game the way Seattle won last week, which is basically the other team basically screws the pooch, you got to start to feel like you're kind of a team of destiny, right? And I know one year the Patriots, you know, the Ravens missed a field goal, and that got us into a Super Bowl. But that one made me feel like we backed in. But, like, I really think, like, Seattle, if it wasn't fucking 9 degrees out or 10 below zero, I thought that was really in the Vikings' favor. Kind of slowed them down a little bit, evened out the field. And I can say that knowing nothing about the Vikings. I'm going to shut the fuck up right now. How about that? Would that be all right? Anyways, well, that's the half hour here. I got to go fucking put on my monkey suit here and make sure that I look like I'm from Indiana when I go in to go pitch the second season here. So anyways, thank you everybody for listening to the Thursday afternoon, just before Friday, Monday morning podcast, just checking in on you episode. Now we're going to do a little throwback shit. I didn't see any advertising for this week. Maybe you listen to some advertising right now that I recorded on my phone on the way to the fucking meeting. I have no fucking idea what you're going to hear right now, but I know eventually you're going to hear some throwback shit from podcasts from a year gone by. All right, have a great weekend, you cunts.
Ah, shit. I got to read 5 of these fucking things. The advertisements here. This is not the throwback part. This is the advertising part. I guess I missed 2 of them on Monday. So here we go. MVMT Watches, everybody. Movement Watches was started by 2 college dropouts. We're flunkies, man. With the idea to make quality watches that don't break the bank. Starting at $95 and sold online. They cut out all the bullshit retail markup. Supposedly, Movement sent some watches over here, question mark. I guess I wasn't supposed to read that. Yeah, they did. I got them. They're great. I'm not lying. I have them in my closet. I'm not wearing them, you know, but I liked them. Quality material and sleek design, the perfect everyday watch. It's easy. Order online today for free shipping, free returns, and a 24-month warranty. Join the movement and say no big hand retail markups and saying yes to great style. Check out mvmtwatches.com/Burr and you'll get 15% off your entire purchase. That's mvmtwatches.com/Burr. What's up, Cleo? All right. Oh, shit, here we go. MeUndies. MeUndies. Having a nice fucking dry tank. MeUndies. MeUndies. No more reason to paint your fucking balls because they're nice and dry. You catching some flies with your fucking dick? I don't know. I'm out of ideas with that song. What's the secret to New Year's resolutions? Make the first step real easy. Like the first thing you do every day. Put on underwear. This year, out with the old, in with the new. Step into a new fresh pair of MeUndies, the world's most comfortable underwear. And it's the easiest resolution you can make. Head to MeUndies.com to choose from a variety of styles and limited edition patterns for both men and women, and they'll be delivered right to your door, man. MeUndies is the next level of underwear. Every pair is made with their signature modal fabric. Modal? Proven to be twice as soft as cotton. They don't just feel better than regular undies, they make you feel invincible. Jesus, they get bigger every time. It's guaranteed to be the most comfortable underwear you've ever worn, or your first pair is free. Don't start your new year in old underwear. Make a change and head to MeUndies.com/Burr right now and get 20% off your first order. Plus, shipping is always free for all orders in the U.S. and Canada. So for 20% off for your first order of the world's most comfortable underwear, head to MeUndies.com/Burr right now. All right, here's the next 2. I'm literally cooking a fucking egg right now. Club W tear. Got to stop the evildoers. Club W. We've all been there. You come home after a long, exhausting day at work, and all you want to do is sip a glass of wine and relax. But unless you've planned ahead, you probably don't even have a bottle in your house. You already spend enough time wandering around the grocery store. Don't get lost in the wine aisle. You just end up picking out a bottle based on the label. You don't really get it. You get home, and it sucks. Right? You don't need that. Please include all of the following points during your read. I'm going to. If you write it, I'll read it. Well, with Club W, Tear, my daddy owns a ranch. You never have to worry about being wine-free again. Club W, I know Donald Rumsfeld, he actually ran the thing, is a revolutionary new wine club that sends wine directly to your door, saving you all of those trips to the grocery store. Not only does Club W, I like to meet my daddy, he got me a horsey when I was a kid, send you wine, they send you what you'll love drinking. Club W, I'm running out of shit to say about this guy. Easy 6 questions, quick quiz. Easy 6 questions. Let me just get through this shit. I'm fucking late here. 6-question quiz figures out your palate. So every bottle of wine you receive is perfectly tailored to your taste. It's leading the grape to glass revolution. They work directly with the vineyards to cut out the middlemen, which saves you money. Club W, I want you to vote for Jib. Could you vote for Jib? Even offers no risk guarantees that you'll love what they'll send you. And right now, Club W is offering my listeners 50% off your first order when you go to clubw.com/Burr. Don't ever come home with a wine that tastes like shit again. Just go to clubw.com/Burr and get 50% off your first order. Yeehaw! clubw.com/Burr. All right, LegalZoom. Fuck. Fucking eggs are going to be fucking over medium. What am I, Paul Verzi? What am I, fucking Paul Verzi? Hang on, he's flipping them. Now, this is the thing, man. If you fucking break the yolk, that is an omen. Fuck! Got a big meeting today, and I broke the fucking yolk. Well, looks like there's going to be no season 2. Wait a minute. Fuck that. I went 1 for 2. Right, Cleo? I went 1 for fucking 2. That's a good deal. All right, LegalZoom, everybody. Before another season, get off the fucking heat. Before another year passes, take the time to get your life organized with LegalZoom. Do you have a family? Do you own any assets or property? If any of these answers are yes, you should have an estate plan. Don't worry if that sounds complicated, because LegalZoom can help. LegalZoom's estate plan bundles, they eliminate the guesswork. You don't have to figure out on your own whether a will or living trust works best for you. Instead, you work with an independent attorney available in most states. They'll walk you through your options and recommend an estate plan that offers the best solution to fit your needs. Since LegalZoom is not a law firm, you can count on efficiency and value. Everything is on your schedule and your terms, plus you know what your estate plan bundle costs up front instead of worrying about hourly rates. That's how LegalZoom has become the leader in helping small business owners and families with their legal needs. You get legal help and walk away feeling great. Get your life organized with an estate plan bundles at LegalZoom.com today. Don't forget to enter Burr in the referral box at checkout. That's code Burr at LegalZoom.com. All right, lastly but not leastly, our old friend, Stamps.com. One great resolution you can make for the new year. Maximize every minute and every dollar for your small business. I know an easy way to do that with Stamps.com, baby. Think about how much time you've wasted at the post office, driving there, finding parking, not getting laid. Stamps.com is a better way to get postage. Just use what you already have, your computer and printer, to get official U.S. postage for any letter or package. Then the mailman picks it up. With Stamps.com, everything you would do at the post office, you can do right from your desk at a fraction of the cost of one of those expensive postage meters. I use Stamps.com to send out all my posters. Anything I fucking sell after my shows, I use them. I'm a moron. If I can figure it out, so can you. Right now, sign up for Stamps.com and use my last name, Burr, for this special offer, 4-week trial, plus a $110 bonus offer that includes postage and a digital scale. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Burr, B-U-R-R. Now, back to some throwback podcast shit.
I don't know. Have the cock blocks all been defined? Like the different kind of cock blocks? I don't know if there's names for them, but I got a new cock block for you. This cock block is very special and a very obvious one, and I think like this happens all the time, but for some reason I've never heard anybody name it. So I'm gonna kick off the creative process. I call this guy the announcer. That's the name of this cock block. This is what happened to me. I did a gig in Jersey, and at the end of the night, these two girls who waited to be at the back of the line came up and they said, "Hey, you want to go out and get banana pancakes?" You know, making a reference to my joke, saying if I wanted to go out and hang out with both of them, right? And the second they said it, I was like, holy shit, here's a fucking
Here's something I never had. Here's a 2-on-1, and I can't fucking do it because I'm with Nia. Who's kidding? No, cool. Not because I'm with Nia. It's because everybody's got a cell phone fucking camera, and I get caught. Honesty. No, I couldn't deal with the guilt. But I'll be honest with you, and I would say this if Nia was here. If two fucking 10s came up to me and said, "Let's do this," yeah, fuck it, let's do it. I never did it, fuck it. So, anyways, so they said, "Hey, you want to go out and get bananas and pancakes or something like that?" And then this fucking guy, like 10 feet away, just goes like, "Oh, what's going on over here?" You know those guys? Like if a girl just comes up to you, just like, I've always loved guys in green shirts. And you're thinking, like, holy fuck, this is going to happen. There's some other guy like 5 feet, "Hey now, look out." And just makes the whole fucking room look over at you. The fucking announcer. Fucking cockblock motherfucker. Who would do that? If I was standing there and I heard two girls say it to a guy, I'd be like, "God damn, it's going down," right? Side of my mouth, that lucky motherfucker. I wouldn't be, "Oh, she wants to put it in her mouth while the other one watches." I mean, why would you do that? The fucking announcer. And if you have a friend like that, all right, the only way you can still hang out with him is if he goes out, if you guys are going out trying to meet women, he has to wear one of those old ABC bright yellow Monday Night Football sport coats. And if the girl's, "Why is he wearing that?" You'll see. And that would be the funniest fucking thing ever. Like, if he couldn't figure out the joke and he just thought the coat looked good, and just the whole night you just saw him anytime you heard in the 10 feet away in the bar, "Hey now, what's this all about?" And you just look over and you see this guy dressed like Howard Cosell, and you'd be like, "Oh, that's the announcer. He's the he's the guy. He can cock block from he's almost like a sniper. If he wasn't so fucking loud, he's at the same distance as a fucking marksman, but he kills it with loudness." Oh my God, did that guy fucking annoy me? Hey, Nia, come here. She just came in shaking her head.
You are beyond loud.
What? I am beyond. Come on over here. I was just telling that story where that guy cock blocked me with those two chicks out in Jersey, when they would just go.
What do you mean cock blocked you?
I told you this story.
No, but you're making it seem like you were going to do something, and then you
No,
got cock blocked.
I wasn't going to do something. This is the thing. But I just admitted.
Just a general cock blocking.
Yeah, but this is what I did admit. If they were both 10s, I would have.
Really?
I would have done it. I never had a fucking 2-on-1. And you know something? Would you be that mad if they were both smoking hot and the cell phone video got out? The video doesn't even need to get out when you got the announcer there. The guy, he just literally goes like, "Yeah, we'd like to get bananas and pancakes with you." And he said something like, "Whoa, what's going on over there?" Nothing?
You're a jerk.
Why am I a jerk? Silk pajamas. Huh?
You are. Talking about cock blocking and 2-on-1s. What kind of podcast is this turning into?
You know what? It's turning into a very honest podcast. I was very honest. I said this.
Good for you.
This is the thing. I said I couldn't deal with the guilt unless they were both 10s. If they're both fucking 10s, give me a break. Let me tell you something here. If you hooked up with Brad Pitt, there's only so mad I could get.
Oh, really?
It's fucking Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Okay. You know what? If I just said some generic
But
good-looking guy. If I just said some generic good-looking guy, and you just said that would have scared me. But the way you just acted like you had Brad Pitt's phone number, that doesn't scare me. Oh, really? Okay, it's going down.
What if it's the regular guy version of Brad Pitt? Is that okay? Like he's just as good.
If you want to go live out on the street and get the fuck out of this house, absolutely.
But you're allowed to have some sort of crazy 2-on-1?
Yes.
That's bullshit.
No, it isn't.
It is.
If you just, because you're thinking on it on like a very basic level. But if you really think about it, just think about it. It makes sense.
Bill, you're not going to try to mind fuck me into thinking that it's okay for you to have some sort of 2-on-1 and I can't. It's not going down like that.
Yeah, but God, women are beautiful. We lust after you. It totally makes sense. You guys find like dicks are weird. They're gross. It's all hanging out there. It's disgusting. You don't want that.
You know nothing about
You don't want that.
which has been proven time and time and again in your stand-up and in your podcast. But that's another discussion.
You know what? You just set yourself up like you were going to make some huge point, and then you just tapped out. You know nothing about women, but that's just another discussion. And I just don't want to even get into that. So now what, you just give me the face? What are you doing today, lazy? Huh?
What do you mean lazy?
Nene Kubrick?
Yeah. I just filmed my short film over the weekend. Screw you. Been working hard. While you're in here in your pajamas talking about 2-on-1s.
Yeah, well, I have to do an hour's worth of shit here. I'm coming up on it. What do we have?
Fill it up with whatever
There we go. An hour and 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
An hour and 2 minutes.
Have you done your viewer emails yet?
Yeah, I did.
Listener emails. You did that already?
Oh, because you want to chime in.
I don't know.
I already did it.
What do you got?
I already did it.
What about overrated, underrated?
Didn't do it. They didn't have any this week.
Oh, okay.
Look at you. I think you're a fan of this podcast.
No, I'm not.
Listen, it didn't go down. All right? But I'm telling you right now, Nia, if 2 10s come up to me, it's going down.
Okay.
All right?
Well, just be prepared for the retaliation.
Game, set, match. Really? You're going to deny me that? Can't I just buy you some stuff?
Wow. Really? No,
Yes, really.
I'm not some sort of fucking basketball wife that can be placated with material things to a point.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, if I'm going to be fucking honest here, come on. There's got to be something that I can buy. You know something? This should be our Valentine's Day. All right? For the guy Valentine's Day. This is what Valentine's Day should be every year. Is the guy gets a 2-on-1, and then you get some nice stuff.
Well, why can't I have a 2-on-1?
Because you don't like that.
What do you mean? What do you know?
Women don't like sex. You don't find, like when you guys fantasize, you think about the guys in your life. You don't think about other things.
Oh, really? Okay.
Come on, Nia, just one. Just give me one.
You get one and I get one.
No,
That's
you
the
don't.
deal.
You don't.
Well, then forget it.
Because you don't want one.
What do you mean I don't want
You're
one?
just being childish.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. You think you want to hook up with Jake Gyllenhaal and Brad Face, whatever the fuck his name is, Brad Pitt, Brad Face Pitt. You just think you do. See, you know what I think about me is like you have to hook up with somebody famous. I'm actually just regular people. See, I'm down to earth with this shit. See, that's what I'm saying. You like stuff. You like shiny things.
No, I don't have to.
This is the deal. I get a 2-on-1, and you get some cracked up face old man in Vegas like Robert Redford, like I used to be good looking when Nixon was in office.
No.
That's not how negotiating works. Now you got to come with something else here.
No, I think we should both get an equal opportunity thing going on.
Yeah, but this isn't an equal relationship.
Why is it not an equal relationship?
Because if I wanted to, I could pin you down to the ground right now and tickle you until you passed out, and there's not a fucking thing you can do about it.
That has nothing to do with anything.
That's how the world works, Nia. Why do you think America's on top? Because we're right, or because we can blow you up more times?
So it's your physical presence. That's what makes it like an unequal relationship.
Yeah, because I can beat you down.
Well, maybe you're physically stronger, but I'm mentally stronger than you.
Oh, snap!
And I'm smarter than you. Yeah. So whatever physical power
Let me ask you this:
you have are trumped by my mental fucking Goliathness. So suck on that, Red.
Why do you think you're smarter than? Oh, that was good though. You got a good one in, and now you're storming off. I taught you well. Let's get to the complaints this week, everybody. Some lady just absolutely lost her mind, hates my guts now, and won't listen to this podcast anymore. And I apologize to her, but she says she's not listening anymore. There's no way that she's listening, despite that she wrote like a 5-page email that I'm now going to read. She has a huge problem with me, everybody. So settle in. Want me to wait? You want to go down to the break room, go get yourself a little coffee cake? I can wait. I'm on vacation. I got nothing better to do. Go ahead. I'll wait. Fucking dog's been farting all day today. I don't know what its deal is. And it keeps looking at me like, dude, you got to help me out. And I keep going to take it outside, and then it just sniffs the grass. And then I bring it back in, and it starts farting again, and it keeps looking at me like, dude, I'm really trying not to shit on your rug. Like, I mean, that's how I'm reading her face. I think that's what she's saying. I have no idea. So anyways, here we go. Subject, your podcast is hate speech. Oh, Jesus. Bill, you probably won't read this. Or if you do, you will just dismiss me as a stupid cunt whore. But no matter. See, right there, she's already draped herself in the I'm brave and I'm going to plow ahead flag. Your podcast, as of late, has morphed into hate speech. You used to be funny, and I could brush off your hateful comments with a cringe and a shrug. Now, wait a minute. If they were hateful right along, why would you... okay, let's just plow ahead. But now you've gone too far for me. To feature a segment on your podcast devoted to the deplorable behavior of women is intolerable. For those of you new to my podcast, I've been doing this segment, which I think is hilarious and needs to be done, just to get you caught up before this lady gives me both barrels here, because believe me, she does. There's a bunch of shows out there that shine a light on men who beat their women, those pieces of shit, right? Trying to stop them from that behavior. There's a bunch of shows out there that will talk about how, who are these guys, to say what a woman could do with her body. They'll talk about the glass ceiling, the old boys network, and all that type of stuff, and they shine a light on all of that. Okay? Which they should, because that is guys doing things that they should not be doing that is not fair to women. Okay? But my problem is not that they do that. My problem is that they never shine a light on shit that women do that is not fair to men. So recently, if I can drape myself in some sort of brave flag, I've been reading these stories about guys who are married. Their wife goes out, cheats on them, has unprotected sex, has a kid with another fucking guy, doesn't tell their husband, and that by the time he figures it out, he has to pay child support for a kid that isn't even his, and it's totally legal. And then I had the audacity to say that a woman who would do that to her husband is a cunt. Evidently, that's hateful speech towards all women, according to this person. All right? Because she continues. And oh, does she ever continue. To feature a segment on your podcast devoted to the deplorable behavior of women is intolerable. How is that any different than someone spending 20 minutes a week on a different podcast featuring the deplorable behavior of black people? Why do they always go to black people? That's just like calling me the N-word. This is no different than slavery. That's people in other groups always do that. Always do that. All right? Give me a goddamn break. All right? She goes, women are, I mean, how is that different? How is what I'm doing any different by featuring a segment of women who are doing something absolutely reprehensible to men? How is that any different than a show that focuses on men doing anything reprehensible to women? When they show wife beaters, I don't look at that like, oh my God, they're saying I'm doing it too. I think, you know something? I really think you're being really selfish here. And the fact that you could sit here and listen to my podcast for this long as I've gone off on fat people. I mean, Jesus Christ, you want to talk about hate speech? How much shit have I talked about Peyton Manning, despite the fact I can't even throw a football? You know? If he sent me an email, I would understand. And I bet it wouldn't even be as crazy as this. She says women are treated like second-class citizens all over the world. When did I ever say they weren't? And even still in this country. Yet you have no problem inciting further hate and disgust towards your fellow human beings on this earth. How am I inciting hate? When shows show wife beaters, is that inciting hatred towards men? If you look at those shows and that makes you hate all men, then you're a moron. So basically what you're saying is that I'm a moron and that all my listeners are morons. That if I call a woman who cheats on her husband, has a baby with another guy, and makes her husband pay for that, if I call her a cunt, that means I'm calling all women cunts? You know, is that what you're saying? Are you saying we're all that stupid? She said, right now there are men, and that is written in capital letters, M-E-N, men in this country still, capital S-T-I-L-L,
discussing whether or not women should have the right to contraception and abortions. Yeah, I understand that. And those people freak me out. Those people freak me out, and I am a guy. And I've never said that a woman shouldn't have a right to that. So I don't know what you're talking about. This has nothing to do. I'm talking about these fucking whores that cheat on their husbands. Man, you know what I love about all this? How come you don't address what I talked about? How come I can't hear? What do you think about a woman who would do something like that? I saw a stat the other day that said 13% of kids in this country are not with their biological father. Meaning not just like, you know, that their wife got like divorced and then remarried. They mean like there's a guy either knows or doesn't know. Like the woman had a kid with somebody else while they were married. Like 13% of kids. I mean, that means 80% of women are on the up and up. All right? God bless them. They're angels. But that 13% needs to be taken to task. I mean, I mean, how many guys are beating women? I would guess it'd probably be right around that same, you know, maybe a little higher. I have no idea. Let's say it's 20. Let's say 20% of guys beat their women. Should they not be called out and be called cowardly pieces of shit? You know, and if you call them cowardly piece of shit, would I have a right to sit there and look at that and be like, well, that's now you're inciting further hate and disgust toward all men? You're being really selfish here, man, because I go off on everybody. This podcast is over the top and it's crazy. I call guys cunts on this podcast, and you're being really selfish right now. And now you make this big long speech, and then you're going to take your ball and go home. Look at this. Look at all she's bringing up here. Women still earn only 70 cents for every dollar a man earns. I think you guys should make the same amount. But I also don't think that number is accurate, $77, 77 cents for every dollar that a man earns. Because if you include divorce settlements, you get to keep your 77 cents plus his 50%, his 50 cents. So then he's down to 50, and then you're up to $1.37. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Go fuck yourself, you oversensitive jackass. Good Lord. Go buy a bigger bra. I don't know what your fucking problem is. I hope that bugged you, too, that I said that. That was deliberately supposed to be offensive, all right? So go fucking write a letter to fucking cunthair.com because I don't give a shit, all right? In short, we are still not equal to our male counterparts, and we will forever be labeled the weaker sex. Well, with that attitude, of course you will. You know? I don't think you're the weaker sex. I think that that's all a myth. I think that actually makes you stronger. You know, because guys are fucking idiots, and they think because they can do more push-ups than their woman that they're actually, you know, that makes them smarter. You know? I don't know. Oh, my fucking doorbell's ringing. Are you serious? Hang on a second. I got to go up here, and then I gotta read the rest of this. Hold on. All right, so I'm back. Little winded, but I'm back. So anyways, blah, 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 blah. It just keeps going on and on and on and on. Where the hell is it? Where the hell was I? Weaker sex, and then she tries to break me down psychologically about my mom not hugging me. If that's the case, then I'm sorry for you. I hate when people do that. It's like, you're not sorry for me. You hate me right now, okay? So stop acting like you're really sorry for me and you're showing some sort of empathy. You're not showing empathy. You're being really selfish. Like I said, I go off on everything here. I've never said that a woman should make the same amount an hour as a guy. I never said that a guy should be able to hit a woman. I've never said that. What the thing I'm trying to shine a light to is that some of these divorce settlements are absolutely fucking ridiculous. And that when a woman cheats on a guy and has a kid with another person, and then the poor sap who married her has to pay for that, you don't think that's fucked up? Howard Stern just did a great story on it last week. Somebody sent me an email. He did a story about a guy who was in that situation, and he refused to pay the child support, and they said, we're going to send you to jail. He's going to go to jail because his wife cheated on him, had unprotected sex. Hey, to hell with AIDS. Let's roll the dice. With my husband's life, right? Has unprotected sex, has a kid. He doesn't realize it, figures it's his because it's his wife's pregnant. Why would he think that it's somebody else's? He starts making the payments. Next thing you know, he starts raising the kid, figures out it's not his kid. and has a natural reaction. I don't want to pay for that. And the law is just like, no, you have to pay for it. Let me ask you this, ma'am. Do you have any empathy for that? You seem to have all this empathy for women and women's issues. And like somehow I'm supposed to still respect you, despite the fact that you could give a fuck if there's injustices done on the other side. It doesn't make any sense. And I want to see, this is focusing on this issue. This is an issue for some reason that is just not talked about whatsoever. It's just sort of accepted. And I think it's absolutely deplorable. I think it's deplorable. So I have the right to talk about it. You know what I mean? And if you want to get offended and you want to be selfish and just be like, well, that isn't fair. What if I had a whole segment every week and all I did was talk about wife beaters? You know what? You'd probably send me an email. I just want you to tell you, I love your podcast even more. You are a hero to hear a man out there just letting these cowardly pieces of shit know that you'd be fucking over the moon about it. But now all of a sudden, I'm talking about women who are doing shit that you're not even doing. At what point in any of these stupid fucking rants that I've done have I ever said that all women are doing this? I never have. I never said that all women cheat on their husbands and have a kid out of wedlock. I didn't. All right? Do I make generalizations? Abso-fucking-lutely. It's a comedy. I paint with a broad brush. I'm fucking around, okay? Jesus fucking Christ. Stop being so goddamn selfish, okay? And if you don't want to listen to my podcast, don't listen to my podcast anymore. And other than that, go fuck yourself. I don't know. What she's doing is a pet peeve that I have. That happens to me sometimes when I do shows, and at the end of my shows, someone will come up to me and just be like, look, I have a good sense of humor, but subject whatever. My fucking phone. They'll just be like, you know what? That's never funny. That is never. Oh, the lovely Nia, everybody. Hang on one second. Hello. Hey, I'm taping my podcast right now. Is this urgent? Are you on the side of the road? We got AAA. No, the dog was farting, and I thought it had to shit in the house, so I took it outside, and then it just sniffed around and peed. Yeah, it was a pain in the ass. So I'm going to get back to the podcast, all right? All right, I'll tell you in like a half. All right, bye. Anyways. Oh, and then she goes on to say that the terms I use will then cause, people to use as I fuck around and use these terms, she then thinks that people are going to use them seriously. You know what I mean? And I'm sure a few will, but that's not on me. Somebody who does that, it's because you're a moron. And it's not my responsibility to fucking babysit anybody once they're an adult. If you don't know not to call women these terms, okay? Although, I will tell you this. If, there is a time to call a woman a cunt, okay? And that's when you find out that your son is not your son. And you still have to pay for it. There's a reason that word does exist. All right? All right there, sweetheart. So I hope you come back to the podcast. I hope that you actually listen and will respond. And I don't want to hear another fucking word out of you unless you tell me what you think about those kinds of fucking women who do that, okay? And stop bringing up slavery and all this other shit and trying to drag all this other crap into it, all right? You stay in your own goddamn lane, sweetheart. All right? Good Lord. To compare yourself not being able to vote to being enslaved, really? That's another one that's a whole nother fucking topic. Every fucking person out there just tries to fucking jump on that. That's our N-word. Oh, go fuck yourself. Anyways. I can't believe you just did that. Why did you flick that bic right in my face? You burned off 2 eyebrow hairs. That's my Dresden.